Welcome back, everybody, to the Stoner Jesus Show. As you see now in glorious HD, I didn't tell you, Ginger, but I'm in HD video now. We're really moving up in the world. But on Skype, we have Ginger Banks, gingerbanks.com, gingerbanks1 on Twitter. Ginger, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Before we get into talking about what everybody loves, of course, weed and porn, whether together or separately, I want to ask you, there's a tweet pinned at the top of your Twitter, gingerbanks1, you talking about the We Are Many campaign. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
The We Are Many campaign was started by one of the websites I work for. That is where gingerbanks.com redirects you to. Okay. They started this campaign to basically bring awareness to the fact that sex workers are marginalized by society and trying to build a sense of camaraderie between sex workers because it is very isolating job sometimes, and just trying to show people that we are people and we deserve respect and all the other things that every other human deserves.
Absolutely. Have you any personal experience with, harassment within the industry? Besides, of course, like the normal trolling and stupid people on the internet, obviously.
Yes, of course. I have been considering getting into mainstream pornography for about 2 years now. And some of the things that I heard about, like, going to the expos and how fans would grope you, like some people in the industry would kind of try and normalize that. And that's one of the things that I want to change is, like, by bringing up the fact that we don't deserve to be groped just because we're porn stars. You'd think it was common sense, but it actually isn't for a lot of people. But it makes sense once you start to learn about it and you see how society portrays sex workers more as objects. And that's what I really want to help change by doing these interviews and talking to people and letting them see that I'm a person and I chose to get into porn and sex work, and no one's forcing me to do it. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So when you got started in cam modeling and stuff like that, why'd you get started and how'd you get started?
I went to Arizona State for chemical engineering, and I had my tuition paid for, and I actually lost that scholarship, and I was needed to pay for my tuition next year. So I was like applying for jobs around town, and I wasn't getting any of them really. And so I watched porn, and I knew about the little like webcam pop-ups that would show up in the corner. And I kind of just put the fact that I was messing around on chat roulette, websites like that, Stickam or whatever they were called.
Yeah.
I was getting a lot of attention on there, and I realized, like, okay, so people make money doing what I'm already doing for free online. And so my boyfriend at the time was very encouraging of it. And, the rest is history. I've been doing it for it'll be 8 years in this May coming up, actually.
Well, I was going to say, I was on Stickam, God, that was like 10 years ago. It was a long time ago. At least in internet years it is.
It is a very nostalgic word for a lot of people.
So of course, you love weed. Everybody who listens to this show, mostly, I guess there's some who stumbled across this looking for something else, but everybody else loves weed. Can you tell us about the first time you tried weed? Did you get high?
Oh, yes, I got extremely high. I smoked it out of a pipe. I was at a friend's party, and I never tried weed in high school. I was actually a freshman in college the first time I tried it. And I coughed really hard, like most people do their first time. And I actually went and sat up against the back of a couch, and this kid went and jumped over it and kicked me in the face.
Oh, Jesus.
So hard. My friends were all trying to help me calm down and not freak out about smoking weed. And then that happens. And I'm just like, this is such a bad experience. And then so my friend takes me into the room, and I immediately just start getting the giggles and the munchies and stuff like that. And so one of my friends decides to bring me a sandwich. I asked him, I'm like, I'm hungry. And he brings it to me, and it is the most delicious sandwich I've ever eaten in my entire life. And the whole time I'm eating it, he's looking at me kind of weird. And I was like, what's up, when I was done eating it? And he's like, there was no meat or any vegetables there. They literally had barbecue sauce and cheese. So that's what I put on that sandwich. And it's not like it was melted. And it's so funny once he told me, because I was like, I don't know what I thought. It was the nectar of the gods while I was eating it. And I'm just like, Jesus.
Barbecue and cheese don't sound too bad.
Yeah, it could have been something way worse, but I don't know what I thought it was made so many different things. No, barbecue sauce and cheese. Cold.
So when you weren't getting kicked in the face, you found that you enjoyed weed a little
Yes,
more.
I'm pretty sure the weed probably made that experience like not as bad as it would have normally.
Yeah.
I forgot about it pretty quickly and started giggling and doing other stuff right away.
So if I ask you about the highest you've ever been, is there like a specific instance or event that comes to mind?
I don't know, man. I ate some edibles yesterday, honestly, and I smoked dabs, which I haven't done in like years. And so I was
That'll do it.
really high. Like, you know, when you're having those conversations where mid conversation, you're like, holy fuck, if somebody overheard this, they would think we were insane right now. Like, I felt like I was back like the first time I smoked, which is nice to like leave some certain things like special like edibles and dabs so I can like indulge in that every now and then because I smoke bud a lot out of my bong, so it's
Yeah.
nice to have something to get you a little extra high.
Yeah, edibles and dabs. That's a combination that'll get it done.
I was actually surprised I didn't fall asleep on the couch, so I was really proud of myself.
So you say you smoke a lot of flower. Is there any strains that you recommend to people, or that you use a lot, or like your go-to strains?
My favorite strain is called Girl Scout Cookie.
Mm.
I don't know why, I just like the distribution of like mind and body high. It's my favorite ones.
So is it like I guess they're what am I trying to say? Like concentrates and like dabs and edibles and stuff like that. I don't have medical marijuana in my area, but I have had Girl Scout cookies come through, which is pretty good. But this is kind of a black hole of legalization or lack thereof. Did the edibles and stuff, do you know the strains that come in those, and would you go after the same kind of strain, or is it just like, here's some edibles?
I guess I should ask the person I get it from, like what strain he puts
Absolutely.
in it. No, it's just like, I guess, I don't know. I've been getting these edibles from him for a couple months now, and they get the job done. So I guess I
Yeah.
should probably ask what strain is in there next time I see him. But
Hey,
we'll
if
be
it's done, that's good enough.
exactly.
So I noticed, I guess it was last week you had kind of like a live event with
Oh yeah,
and I forgot the guy's name. I apologize, but it's left my mind. Is
Jo-
that something you do regularly? What's his name?
Johnny Stone. Johnny Stone. I wish.
Oh, there you go. See, I should have remembered that. Now I feel
Yeah,
bad that I forgot. Are those events you do often, or something you just started doing and you're going to do more in the future?
yeah. So I was in a relationship for the last 8 years, and he wasn't necessarily on board with the thought of me being with someone else, which I can understand is kind of difficult for most men to agree to. So recently I left him, and now that's why I've been working with other performers. And that was actually my first live boy girl sex show, and it was like definitely one of the funnest times I've ever had on cam. And me and Johnny are doing another show with this girl, Charlie. And I'm so excited because I've had the biggest crush on this chick for like a month and a half. So I get to have sex with her and like another hot guy, and I can't, and smoke weed while we do it. And like, it's just going to be so much fun. I can't believe this is my job. That's what I thought. After we got done, I was like, we literally would have done that exact same thing without the camera there. But we got to do it and make money. Like, what the fuck?
Absolutely. Technology's amazing.
Yes, exactly. 17,000 people were watching me. And that is something that also turns me on, is when people watch me. So like people, when they find out I'm about to do mainstream porn, they say like, aren't you going to be nervous because the cast and crew are going to be watching you? And I'm going to be like, no, I'm going to be trying to get the cameraman like turned on while I'm doing it.
So besides gingerbanks.com and obviously gingerbanks1 on Twitter, are there some other places that people can find you online?
I have a free Snapchat where I love to interact with my fans. It's actually Banksy.69, so BANKSY.69, and it's just a fun, interactive way to see another part of my life. I use that one the most, probably.
All right. And any other websites or anything you're on that people can check out?
I'm also on My Free Cams. It is my live cam site that I work on, and my username on there is ginger_banks.
Awesome. Well, Ginger, I want to thank you for coming on the show. If you have anything you want to talk about or promote, just let us know. We'll be here.
Thank you. Nothing right now, but thank you so much for having me. It was great.
No problem. Thank you, Ginger.
Awesome. Thanks.
Have a good day.
You too.
Ginger Banks, gingerbanks.com, gingerbanks1 on Twitter. That was awesome. We'll be back after this